Let's share my screen. That looks like the one. Great. And I hope you can all see the screen there. And what we're going to talk about today is Trump promotion plays. And Trump promotion plays are situations where you can make an extra trick by ruffing, or if your partner's able to ruff and you have one of these holdings in the trump suit, it may promote a trick for your side. So the typical holdings are things like Jack and two others. That's a holding where you wouldn't necessarily expect to make a trump trick there. But if you can lead a suit and your partner ruffs high enough that it forces a high ruff from declare, it may promote the Jack. And similarly, if you've got the Queen and a doubleton, that might promote the Queen, or even having the 10 and three other cards, that might promote a trick if you can get your partner to ruff high enough. So we're going to look at some examples of all of those. And let's start off with this one, which was actually the one that I sent out in this Saturday's email. And you're defending a contract of 4 spades. You overcall 2 diamonds, but South rebid 4 spades. And you start off by leading the ace of diamonds. The partner plays the 8. You play the king. The partner plays a 6. And you've won the first 2 diamonds. And the question for you now is, what are you going to play at trick 3? If you work it out, that's 8 diamonds have gone, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 are left between you and north. So east has got no more diamonds and south has got no more diamonds. So what are you going to play at trick 3? Are you going to play another diamond? And if so, which one? Or are you going to lead another suit? So here comes the first poll. And we've got votes for everything there. Most people are voting for diamonds, and they're also voting for spades, hearts, and clubs. So let's have a look at it. Well, the situation is that we have one of these holdings in spades of the Jack and 2 others, where if we lead this suit, if we lead a diamond and my partner is able to ruff it, it may force out a high trump from declarer's hand. So I'm going to lead another diamond and I want my partner to ruff it. So what I'm not going to lead is the Queen of Diamonds. I'm going to lead a lower diamond, because if I played the ace, king, queen, then my partner might think that I don't want him to ruff the diamond, but I do want him to ruff a diamond. And in fact, if I click on the GIB link, the only defense to defeat the contract is to lead a diamond or to lead the ace of hearts and then follow it up with a diamond. So what we're going to do is lead a diamond, and I'm going to lead any diamond except the Queen. So the Jack, the 10, and the 9 are all equally good to lead. And my partner here has got the 10 of spades, so they can ruff. And now if declarer wants to win that trick, they have to over-ruff with the king. And what that has done is it's promoted a trump trick for me. So if they now play spades, they can draw 2 rounds, but they can't prevent my Jack of spades from winning a trick. So they might take some of their other tricks, but I can defeat the contract with the Jack of spades. So that was an important one. The important thing is not to lead the Queen here, because if you lead the Queen, you're sort of implying you don't necessarily want your partner to ruff it. You're much better to lead a lower diamond, which your partner is much more likely to ruff. Do interrupt me if you're having any questions about that. Let's have a look at another one. This time you've got 4 trump here, including the 10. So again, we start off cashing the ace and king of diamonds, and everyone follows. And now I want to try to promote a trump trick for myself by leading another diamond. You can see that with Declarer's got the ace, king, queen, jack. So normally I won't make a trump trick, but here by leading another diamond, and if my partner ruffs, they can, although that gets over ruffed, that now has promoted a trump trick for me. So whatever happens now, I'll make one more trump trick, as well as the ace of hearts. And I will defeat the contract again. Whatever Declarer does, going to lose. He's going to just make 9 tricks there. Okay, so that was the other example, another example where you've got 4 trumps, including the 10 there. There are other situations where you can gain a trick by ruffing or promote a trump trick for your side. Let's have a look at this one from Declarer's point of view. It's gone 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 3 spades, 4 spades. And they start off again with the ace of diamonds. East plays the 8, which looks encouraging. Here, actually, as Declarer, I've thrown off the queen. And I've done that to try to confuse the opponents. I've false carded deliberately by throwing away the queen to make it look like that perhaps was a singleton. But they carry on with the king, and I play another diamond. And now they play a 3rd diamond, and East ruffs. And I've got the second poll for you now, which is, what should South play here? Should you over-ruff, or should you play something else? So here's the second poll of the afternoon. And the question is, what should Declarer play on this 3rd diamond trick? And most of you have gone for a heart, 73%, with 23% voting for a spade. And let's have a look at this. Well, I'll actually bring up the 4 hands, and you can see that even though you could over-ruff this with the ace or king, that will promote a trick for the defense. They've got the queen 4, so obviously if you want to win this trick, you'll have to ruff with the ace or king, but then the queen will make a trick later on. So it's actually best here not to ruff at all, but instead you have a loser, which is a heart, and you should throw that heart loser away. If you look, there are no club losers, and apart from the diamond you've already lost, you're just going to lose 1 heart. So you can avoid, you can throw, instead of trying to ruff, you can throw away the heart. And that, in fact, is the way to make this contract. Now, whatever happens, if they play a heart, you're going to ruff that, because you don't have any losers in hearts now. You're just going to ruff. And when you play the ace and the king, the queen falls. So you're able to make the rest of the trick. You've got all the clubs and all the remaining spades. Okay, at all. And you'll make your 10 tricks there. Okay, so here again, that was West having the queen and another card. And fortunately, they were able to get a, hoping to have a trick promoted for them by getting their partner to ruff a diamond. Now, in fact, West slipped up on this hand because West can defeat this contract, but what they have to do is cash the ace and then the king as before. But then before they play another diamond, it's a good idea to cash any winners in any side suits. So West should actually cash the ace of hearts here. Okay. And on a hand like this, where it turns out South has only got one heart, that means that they now have no more heart. They have no losers to discard. So when I play a third round of diamonds, South now has nothing to discard that will save a trick. There are no losers there. So they might overruff with the king, but now that promotes a trick for West's queen of spades. So okay, so West is going to always make a trick with the queen there. And the defense of taking four tricks there. Okay, any comments or questions on that one? And finally, let's have a look at this one, where it's gone one heart, one spade, East overcalled two diamonds, South bid three hearts, and North bid four hearts. And this time West leads the ace of diamonds. East encourages with the 10. They leave the 5 of diamonds. East plays the jack, which wins a trick. And back comes another diamond. And again, you have to decide what to play here. Okay, so let's launch the last poll of the afternoon. And the question is, what should South play at this trick 3? Have a look at the results. And most of you have gone for a spade, with others ruffing low and 27% ruffing high. So let's have a look at this. Well, if we think back to the big bidding and the play, it's quite possible that West started with only 2 diamonds. So a partner overcalled two diamonds. And it's quite possible that if we ruff low, that it might get overruffed. And if we ruff high with the ace or king, then we're weakening our trump position. Normally, we wouldn't expect to lose any trumps here because we've got the ace, king, queen. But if we don't want to risk the trump ruffing with a low trump, and we ruff with a high trump, it may promote a trick for the opponents. But here we have a much better alternative, which is to discard a loser. So if I bring up the 4 hands, you can see the position is indeed one that if we ruff low here, West will overruff. And if we ruff high, then we will lose another trump at some point. So the winning play is to make the contract is to discard a loser here. So we'll discard a spade. Now, of course, West won't ruff that. They'll let their partner win it. And if they play another diamond, well, now we're in the situation where we don't have any more losers to discard. We've got no club losers to discard, and we've got no spade losers to discard. So, but fortunately, we can also ruff this diamond in the north hand. So we may as well ruff low, and if it gets overruffed, we'll overruff that one with the queen. And effectively, again, we prevented them making another trick there. So now we'll just draw the last trumps. And we've got our clubs and trumps at the end. So played that way, we'll make our 10 tricks. And again, whenever you're faced with the decision about whether to ruff low or ruff high, if there's a third option of discarding a loser, that's very often the best choice to make, as it is here. Anyone have any comments or questions on that? Okay, we'll end the talk there. If you, I'll just stop sharing my screen with you. If anyone needs a partner for today, you can speak up now.